I bought the straight down half-inch fittings opposed to the 90 degree. That would bring the fuel intake line more out behind the alternator. But still, that's fine. As a matter of fact, when I look at it now, a different day, that distance like that, that's fine. See? And Bruno the King, he's gonna, let me get one of his upper alternator brackets. So you get that fitting, see if it could zoom into that, but it's refusing to. But anyway, you get the picture. And I would like a longer bolt right in there. Yeah, that's better. I had it too close. And that's just small things. The main, as I said, I came to drop the fitting off and I noticed this. Hey, Ralph, you on the phone? You know, I didn't want to bother. Oh, man, wait, before I even get into that, Ralph, I got to go and thank you first. I came to drop off a half-inch fitting straight down, and I looked inside. I said, oh, my, I almost caught a heart attack, man.
Why?
Thank you, because I saw the gauges, man. You the man for real. And I tell no tales, man. I really appreciate it. I'll be with you in one quick moment. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at that. Thank God. I'll know how much fuel. I'll know how fast I'm going. Vacuum is not too important for me. I just put that to even the, I would say, composition out. My main thing was fuel level to the left and how fast I'm going right in the middle. I'm doing this for myself, focusing this in so I can see some things later. And that's my carbon fiber setup. It's just paper. Oh, and I noticed something that my left hand just noticed something. Oh, this looks great, just as I set it up. Thank God. But Ralph is the one that made everything really work, because now what I noticed with my left hand is this. No, look better here. See? I know Ralph's not done, and I understand this had to be taken down, dropped down so he could pull the factory digital gauge cluster out. And he said he's gonna get this to work for me. eBay actually gave me a refund yesterday, and they told me I have the email confirmation that I can actually keep this item. They gave me a refund, and I get to keep this new item. And the one I had in here prior, it looks really ugly. When it was actually out of the car, it looked worse. So far, so good. And this that I didn't notice until I watched the video when I got home, my trunk release button. I said, Ralph, please don't bother with that, and don't bother with this either. But Ralph's the man. He's doing his thing. Yeah, I know he's not done. It's just my OCD. I remember this Regal I had. It was an 85 Regal. That's the one with the mild built Buick 455 motor that Scotty G, the man himself, he built for me when he was at PG Performance here in Brooklyn. I was actually driving that Regal, 85 Regal. I bought that for, I think it was $185, no motor, no tranny in it, two-tone brown. It was nice. But I was driving, and the steering column actually dropped about 4 inches as I was driving. I had it taken care of the next day, but this gave me flashbacks. Oh, that's right, I sealed them in. Huh. And Ralph sealed this one himself. And I'm strong, and this is not moving. Oh, man. This is great. Great, great, great. Let me flash back to the beginning of this video. Carl with his Facebook page. I think it's GS. Now, don't quote me here, and it's a shame. I'm a member of like 3-4 different Buick clubs on Facebook. And Carl, he knows who I'm talking about. Everyone else knows who I'm talking about as well. Carl, I'm waiting for that postman delivery. I glanced at the mailman today, a few minutes ago on the way here to Ralph's, and he paused for a moment like Chris, I have something for you. So probably it's this. Again, I just came to drop off the fittings. Where did I dray it? Right here. And I noticed the man himself has got that in for me. And notice the factory, everything else, signal lights, everything else is going to be utilized / employed. This is the only change. I like that. I had to flash back again. So let me go speak to Ralph, see what else is going on. And if I'm not mistaken, he told me I would get the car back this weekend. And then this carpeting. Oh, and I can see this better. You know, it's my OCD on Axis 2. This is the way it really was, because this was under the actual seal panel. And look at this. This was the guy, or guys, or persons that owned the Regal prior to myself. You can see they drove this. They drove this car. So, my new carpeting very, very soon, God's will. But I would like to go to the track first before one more dime goes into anything. That's about it. I'll inspect everything else myself once I stop this video. And this goes home with me now for sure. I forgot and left this and the AC delete box. Maybe it's in the back seat. No, those are the seal panels, the rocker panels. Anyway, I'm gonna take that home and get it over with. Let me go over here. I don't know what the hell all this stuff is, but at least gives me something to look at later. Ralph is speaking Espanol. Okay. This had to do with the dash? No. I don't know where the hell this came from. It's a heat. Protect something from heat. Maybe it goes, I don't know where the hell it goes. I'm not gonna make an idiot of myself. Just gonna ask Ralph, where the hell does that go? These are my 255 street tires. The only time I'm putting those drag radials with the 275s back on Mickey Thompson's, the only time I'm gonna do that is when I know I'm going to the track. I'm not gonna waste those in the street like I did last summer. It's my spare. So that's about it. Let me gather this up. Get that AC delete box. I think he put it in his office because I actually took it up that direction with intentions of taking it home yesterday with my brother Rod on Facebook, Charles Swinson. He was slipping. He didn't remind me to take it out and home. Tranny? Or is that power steering? I don't know what the hell that was from, but I'm gonna mention this again. I can do this myself, but what the hell, it's here. Oh, and I want this gone. I did mention that. I'm gonna definitely have this taken care of before I leave here. I mean, before the car leaves here. I'll let me put those fittings up here and let him know. And there's extra light bulbs. But I see he already has a dash in. He was way ahead of me. He's not gonna need that because that's to actually plug a gauge port into. Right here is what I'm talking about. Let's jump off. Let me see. Hold on. No, the vacuum gauge is not ported in to the upper intake in the back yet. I'm gonna clean all of this up, all right? This is, to be honest, this is the dirtiest my engine bay, motor, etc. has been. But it's fine. It's fine. It's just a technical, it's just a minor thing, basically. So I'm gonna leave this up here. I want to show something here. This is what I got off the eBay seller. This right here. Some heat resisting. I was gonna have this run it along the outside, but this is fine for my mechanical fuel pressure gauge. Now this thing should read 7 psi from this point on, thanks to this adjustable fuel pressure regulator. Now the thing is, it's already set. It's already set from the factory at 7 psi. So twice your ref knows that as well, because that's a common setting for those from the factory. Common, not all the time. So this goes back home. As a matter of fact, I did forget. And this is actual 87, 84, 87 Regal dash. This had to do with the, I think the vent. But I brought it along. And the fittings here, light bulbs there. And I thank you very much, Mr. Steve Covington, via v8buick.com. You know, a lot of the stuff you did send I was able to use, especially the knowledge. That's it. That's it. It's nothing else. Nothing else going on. Let me get the hell out of here. As a matter of fact, you hear the sound? It's nice and quiet in here. That means I can go speak to Ralph now. No one's here. All right. That's the end. I'm going to end it the way it started. Talk to you soon, Carl. Thank you, sir.